KF8DIJ from Cadillac.
Neil, W8 RZX, Green City.
Al from Manton.
Bill from Cadillac. Mr. Draper, Hemorrhage Peace of Manton and Music.
Jonathan Draper.
Chief, NAKRN from Cadillac.
Larry?
Larry, WNAP, Defunct Village of Marilla, Northeast Manistee County.
John, N4DOU, Cadillac.
Dallas, KC8KCW Cadillac.
Dan, W8MIL, Cadillac.
Phil, N8OZL, Cherry Grove.
Chuck, KACNH, Manton.
Mike?
KFA-PCR, Cherry Grove Township.
Gordon, WACT, Lake City.
Rob, Marion.
Jeff, NAJP, beautiful Cadillac, Michigan.
Tim, NADDA, Cadillac.
Bob, NHBOV, Cadillac.
Nick, KF8FTO, Cadillac.
And an extra class. Not yet?
Get the general though, Nick, didn't you?
No, it's general.
Pretty good.
He'll get his extra next week. Okay, Steve.
Steve, W8SJS, Cadillac.
Tom, WB8, WIB, Cadillac. Who?
Joe, N8DMF, Lake City.
Ruben, Nada, Rose Lake.
Right down here, Lee.
Lee, KDA, UVN, Cadillac.
Brandon, KC8TXS, Cadillac.
Van, WA-LKV, Tustin, and I belong to Leah.
Amen.
And?
Sandy.
All right. Read the minutes, Brandy, would you please?
The minutes of the March 5th meeting, read intros, meeting was called to order at 6:29 p.m. Minutes were read and approved, financials were read and approved. It was noted that the website has the swap form and table information. Please direct inquiries there. Students will be available to set up at 4 on Friday of swap. Free advertisement for one big item per vendor, and vendors can start set up at 6. We'll go over the rest of it tonight. Don't forget Spring Fling at that time. MDOT recognized Keith as the Airport Professional of the Year. Yay! And Keith noted that they're looking at doing an airport summer camp, aviation oriented, and get the information out, but would we like to do something electronic related? He also noted that Wings and Wheels is looking to add a drone zone for a drone demo area, which sounds like a lot of fun. We had a discussion of email. It was noted that Jeff had purchased a handheld for the school group, but we'll give it to the youngest person to pass the test and swap. And we gave Rich a certificate of appreciation for allowing us to use his property for Field Day. We had a really cool presentation on communications during wildfires, and the meeting was adjourned at 7:22 p.m.
Do we have a motion to approve?
Keith? Mike, second? All in favor? Aye. Opposed, same sign? Thank you, Brandy.
What'd I get wrong, Keith? Okay.
All right, let's close this out. Treasurer's report. Mr. Treasurer.
Hey, there's Ray.
See if I can find you here.
Well, fine.
Want to start with this?
Sure.
There you go. I'm right here if you need me.
Okay, everybody hear me? Okay, this is the chart that we make, and Lynn put this together last year and it worked really well, and we're doing it again this year. And it's one of the nice thing about it is
May I interrupt? Your copy of that is on the back of the minutes.
okay. What I really wanted to do is just see what we're doing, and I assign the tables as they come in, and then I can jockey them around, as need be as we go. But we're at 29 tables right now. A few more than this, so we're coming right along. And let's see. One thing I'm going to need is from Tom how much money he needs for change for new memberships. Where is Tom? There he is. Okay. So we need to We need to move this to the next.
Lee,
Yeah,
hold the microphone closer, speak up because it's hard for us old smarts over here to hear you.
well, first of all, I gotta get to the next page.
Just the one that forgot his hearing aids, I got mine in.
Yeah, I got my new Bionic ear too, and it works well.
Good, you can speak up if you want to.
You know, one of my problems is with the mic is I'm used to using the mic at home on the radio. And you don't have to be right up next to it. Thank you. Everybody needs a techie. Okay, so. There we go. Alrighty. We took in for the month of April, March, I meant. $405 of income, $24.30 of expenses, with an ending balance in the bank of $2,995.27. And we have to. Boy, it doesn't. The end figures don't look very good.
Oh, no,
Right here.
There you go. And a click.
All right. Kind of intuitive there. So, at the end of March, we were $278.54 in the hole, but we've rented some tables since then, sold some coax and so forth, so we are in the black. Yay. Any questions?
This is swap related, but so you've got the tables laid out. Is it pretty normal for there to still be that many tables open for the swap at this point in time? Yeah.
Yeah. I went back and I looked at last year, and we're 2 or 3 tables ahead of last year.
Okay.
At this time, we sold out and put them down a hallway, and we're not going to do that this year.
They all come in kind of the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, when we're full, we're full. That's going to be the end of it. But good question, because I panicked too. That's why I went back and looked at last year's figures. Any other questions? That was a good one. Okay.
If you know people that are thinking about tables, once we hit 50, we're not putting people in the hall, we're not adding tables. It's 50 or 55.
It's 55.
Once all the tables are gone on that chart, they're gone. So tell your friends, get their reservation in. Thank you, Lee. Let's see, do we have a motion to accept let's go with Jordan, second. Gordy, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Very good, thank you. Let's see what else is next here. Okay, special reports. See if I got anything. Let's see here. On the swap, just to emphasize, we had a little mix up with the repeater, and Gordy's going to give us the full report on a new business. But what happened to knock our repeater out wouldn't be covered by insurance. Right?
Right.
And so when we take a look at our balance and we think, we really don't have to worry too much because we got a balance in there. If we would have to, what would it cost, Gordy, if we would have to send somebody up the tower and buy a new antenna or whatever?
Just to get somebody up the tower is $2,000.
$2,000. This is our only fundraiser. So it's really important that you get the word out, you attend if you can. I've got some flyers here, and I would like you to take them, and if you belong to a church, that's a good place to put them up. They have bulletin boards. But we need the downtown area especially just really covered with these. We're doing some other things. It's going to be on the radio, the community calendar for the newspaper, but we really need to get people out. This is also a good opportunity to, if you got a friend that's maybe not interested in ham radio, but electronics or computers, invite them to come, because there's a lot of stuff there that they might want to buy. So I'm hoping we can set a record attendance this year and kind of boost our budget a little bit, and we may need to be looking at another fundraiser sometime. We talked about that before, but we won't do that tonight. Open mic. Brent,
Is it for girl to youth members?
what?
The GY, is that girl to youth members?
Should be by, BY.
It could be something else, but it's not.
You got to remember that was typed by an old duffer.
You're allowed one mistake a year. That was it.
5 girls.
Tom,
Yeah, I want to thank everybody that could make it out to Lakeside Charlie's last Tuesday. And 20 people show. That was pretty close to what I had down. So again, I hope you all had a good time. I did. My wife and daughter. And thanks again.
thanks for organizing that, Tom. Brandy,
I just wanted to go on with what you said about telling people about the swap. When you do tell people that it winds up before noon, sitting at the front desk and having people trickle in at 11:45 while all the vendors are leaving the back door. And they said, well, so-and-so said something, and feel bad because there's nothing there for them to look at. So you do talk it out, do remind people it's a morning event. We all know that they are. That doesn't mean new people do.
any other open mic? Yeah, Larry.
It's on the calendar, but a week from this Saturday is Michigan QSO party.
Yes.
Don't forget about it.
Yeah, it's a good one. Stan, good to see you. Do you want to talk about what you'd like some help with?
Just carrying stuff into the swap, I guess.
But I thought you had a tower you wanted to take down.
I can handle that one myself, I think.
Okay. All right. We are not going to have student helpers this year at the swap. So that's another reason for some of you to get there early and wear the vests and be out there and help people bring stuff in. That's a good thing to do. And Stan, what have you got? 2 tables?
2.
Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff Stan will need some help with. Some of the rest of us might too.
Lynn, we gonna bring in carts again this year? I got a hand cart. Is anybody else gonna bring one?
Yeah, when we go through the checklist, that's one item that I want to make sure we cover, so.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see, what else? You know the activities, but we need some net controls. So, who wants to take the top line, April, May, and June?
Yeah, yeah, May and June, April's passed, but yep, I'll take the top.
Let's go May 21 and 18. Actually, April 16, May 21, 18. Come on.
I might have an intent by then.
Okay, Steve, I'll put you down. If not, let us know. April 23, 28, 25. Let's break it down. Anybody want April 23? Just one night. Anyone want to join in the singing that I'm hearing right now?
Yeah, that's coming from the speakers, isn't it?
It is. It's coming through, and Jordan tried to fix it. Couldn't do it. Okay, April 23, going once. No net that night. I'm gonna leave it blank.
May down.
Tom, thank you.
I got Mars every Thursday.
May 28.
I'll try. Just put me down for the rest of them. I'm not real sure if I can make any calls, but I'll try.
And I'll take the 30th. One item in our old business, and we do this every year, or at least the last couple of years, and I was just going to go ahead and tell Lee to do it, but we used to give a 2-meter analog transceiver for the big door prize. And last year I think we decided most people don't want another 2-meter analog transceiver. So we gave a $150, well, Jeff will tell you. We gave a $150 gift certificate so they could get what they wanted, and it's to DX Engineering. So, do I have nods of approval that we should go ahead and do it? Does anybody object to that?
No.
No.
I think it's
Okay.
a good idea.
I think so, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
You want a motion?
No, I'll just, if anybody's opposed to it, we'll just kick you out of the club. New business. Gordy, give us an update. Why don't you come up here and use the...
So Bob can hear?
So Bob can hear.
What? Huh?
So Jeff can hear.
Yeah. Well, most of you know, the repeater went down Friday, and of course it went down about 15 minutes before I was going downstate for the weekend.
Closer,
So-
Gordy.
Closer.
Thank you.
So when I got back Monday, Bob and I went up there. We thought it was a preamp, because that's what it's been in the past.
Oh, that turns off the,
Yeah, you got
well, the minister told me to turn the blue lights out, but
Need to turn back on.
it's those, yeah, I'm doing it. It's those speakers up there that's the problem.
I take it it's on again.
Yeah.
So Bob and I went up there, we checked the voltage on the preamp. There was voltage there, but it was low. We didn't think it was a power supply problem, but, you know, I had another preamp. That's the way we're gonna deal with it. Went up the next morning, did some more troubleshooting, took my antenna analyzer with me, discovered that the receive antenna at the 600-foot mark on the tower was a higher SWR than I could read.
Wow.
The UHF portion, and I believe it's two separate antennas, UHF and VHF up there, was good, so we tried to receive off the UHF antenna, and again, no joy. Put the preamps in, still deaf as a post, and it was noon by then, and I started checking open antennas. So a lot of old bad antennas up there, but I found a good VHF antenna at the 350-foot mark. Made a couple phone calls, got permission to use it. So I went home, made a bunch of cables up, because everything's in a different spot. Got that hooked up, and it wasn't just us, there was several other services that lost when that antenna went down too. So we aggregated them all to that one available VHF antenna, and that's how we fixed it. And then of course I took cables, retuned cavities, you know, did what I had to do to make it all work. Had to make cables up. That's about the story. It just was time consuming. I got about 9 hours up there. Tech time by Phil, the guy was up there, they get $2.25 an hour, 2 hour minimum.
You hear that, Lee?
So if we would have called somebody in to work on it, that's what it would have cost.
Oh, I thought you were asking me to pay it.
No, I just want reimbursed for all my cables and connectors and stuff that I built things with. So to aggregate this a little more, they're talking about selling that site.
Oh my.
The fact that that antenna went bad at 600 foot and we went to a plan B means that they probably won't do anything with it. Drawback to that is if they sell that site, then we lose our 2 meter, I lose the 440, that all goes away. Vertical real estate isn't worth anything anymore but to sell companies, and there's only just so many cell phone leases that are available at any given time. They're talking about if they do sell it, they'll take the top 300 foot of that tower off because the insurance changes when they do that. So that's kind of where we're at. Within 2 years, we could not have a repeater site. And I want that to float around in the back of your minds. We've always kind of functioned on that repeater. That's where our fundraiser was. A lot of us use it. So as a group, we're going to have to put our heads together at some point and develop a plan B, because plan A might go away.
I was, can everybody hear me?
Yep.
I was in, when I lived in Atlanta, the name of the club was the Kinnahoochee Amateur Radio Club. They had a great repeater that got great coverage across Atlanta. Somebody told the repeater trustee, hey, we think there's somebody at your tower. Well, he went up there, they were cutting the tower down, and they did not say anything. And there was no going back. They saved the repeater, they saved the antenna. But the club still, to this, that's been, I left Atlanta in 2015. They're still struggling with trying to find something to put back up to here 10 years later. So I echo what you're saying.
Commercial radio
It was
for
unbelievable.
the most part, is the thing of the past. POC radios, internet, that's taking over, cell phones. And so they don't see the value in it. We do because we're communicators, but the people out there spending money on communications, they're doing it as cheap as they can. And so that, I just want people aware of it. I did talk with Scott this morning, the guy that owns the tower, and I says, if you sell that, could you get us grandfathered in to stay on that site? And he said that he would talk it over with the lawyer. He didn't seem to think it was going to be a problem, but that's no guarantee, because those are all negotiated things. So that's where we stand on the repeater. Right now, we're at 350 foot instead of 600 for a receive antenna. I'm not seeing a lot of coverage issues right now. I drove around for about 40 miles out and didn't have any issues. People are getting in from various locations with handhelds. So right now, we're kind of in Fat City. We're at a permanent temporary fix. That's okay. So any questions?
Do we know? Do you suppose that 600-foot tower has been compromised for some time?
Well, we've had preamp issues, and they might not have been preamp issues. They might have been antenna issues, and it just evolved over time.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because you're at, you say 350 now?
Yeah.
For the receive antenna, and everybody's getting into it just fine from
I've been up there
everywhere.
3 times with preamp problems, or what I assumed was preamp problems. And this time we found out it was an antenna problem. Randy?
I was just gonna ask, do we know what the other towers in the area are that we might be able to talk to?
The only other one that we have is the other one behind Walker's. And
the IRA, where the IRA's on?
Yes, that's where the IRA's at. And now if he sells, that sells too.
Oh, is he gonna sell both towers?
He's gonna sell all of the towers.
How many towers?
I think there's 6 total.
6?
3
oh,
in
there's up in north, there's
3 in the lower peninsula and 3 in the upper peninsula.
really. Oh, Glennard was a busy boy, wasn't he?
Yep. So that's what we got. There's a lot of clubs don't have repeaters. We're one of the fortunate few. So I'd like to see that carry on. I'm going to try and contact Eric Spencer. He's the IT guy for 9 and 10. And he was one of my students when I taught at the vocational school. And see if I can get with the powers that be there. The TV 9 and 10 tower isn't going anywhere.
I was going to ask that.
And so I'm going to approach that. They've not been amiable in the past, but that doesn't mean they won't be now. They've changed hands a couple times. And, well, I don't lose anything by asking. So.
Just use your influence, sir.
Yeah.
But it would still require paying somebody to climb it.
Well, that's the next thing. We will have to, taking our head-end equipment down, that's no big deal. But getting somebody, buying an antenna and duplexers and coax and somebody to do it would be between, I'm guessing, but between $8,000 and $12,000.
Wow. That's all shared right there currently, right? So it's not like we could take it.
Yeah. Our transmit antenna and the coax belong to us, but then you got to pay somebody to take it down.
Well,
is it worth $2,000 to have somebody go up and take it down?
Not if you got to pay another $2 to have someone take it to another tower.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a catch-22. Any questions?
When we're talking about repeaters, the West Michigan Repeater Association, basically an ASD, repeater right now is on 9 Mile Road, only about 2 miles away from where I live. They are, they've been haggling over the lease and whatever for the tower, and there's no county radios in there. They're going to take the tower down, and it looks like we're going to be able to get into the Manistee County Road Commission tower. Looks like we're going to be able to move there. So
Right now, one of the only services that Wexford County is on 800. The only thing that one of the services at our tower location, well, us, Marion Public Schools, their backup bus radios, and the GPS sending unit for Wexford County Road Commission. Those are the only 3 services left up there. Everything else is cell phone or cell tower.
Wasn't Lake City Ready Mix up there?
That's the antenna we're using. Lake City Ready Mix was decommissioned 2 years ago. Elmer's bought it and moved all that to
Cell phones.
Did what?
Elmer's bought Lake City Ready Mix. Well, a conglomerate bought Lake City Ready Mix, and they went to all cell phones for communications.
Cell
Yep. No, that's the antenna we're using. Rob, is the old Lake City Ready Mix antenna.
Yep, because I remember when I was up there with Bill, it was right next to it. Here's ours, and that was Lake City.
Well, it moved since then. It took some juggling. But anyway, that's the story there. I think we owe Gordy a big hand of applause for all of his work. And that's a real good opportunity for all of us to kind of think outside the box and where we might go if we have to. Somebody mentioned the water tower.
Yes, the Cadillac in water, that, I don't know, that might be worth looking into, because it's up there on Diggins Hill, and that's kind of, I mean, you can see for miles and miles up there on Diggins. The water tower's up there, I don't think anything's on it, or if there was, it's gone.
They peeled a lot of it off because of liability, and they're not gonna do anything that doesn't make them money.
Okay.
And I already had that conversation.
Oh, you have, you
Yes.
talked to them, okay.
So, same thing, I tried the water tower in Lake City, same thing. There's cell phone up there, that's about all they'll put up is that lease stuff now. It's all about dollars.
Okay, if you got any ideas, Gordy's the one to kind of run them through because he's our trustee. And but for now, let's take a little break, get some coffee, some great cookies, buy your tickets, and get to know each other.
And I actually have the plans and all of the information about how he built those. The website that I have up here is actually the Midland Amateur Radio Club presentation. It's on the 3rd page, and it's the updated crank up BDZ tower. But I have paper I'll pass around so you guys can take a look.
Thank you.
And I'm looking to see if anybody either wants to build some for themselves and then we can borrow them, or if somebody would be willing to see about the club getting the pieces and putting it together for the club. So I appreciate that. I do have some little bit information, like he got pieces that he had to mill out so that they would slide. And I think when I talked to him about this last week, he said you can actually buy smooth parts, reducing pieces and that. You can actually buy smooth now. You don't have to mill them yourself. But in any case, if anybody is interested, please ask questions, and then hopefully by field day we can make some trees. Thank you.
It's a good project for all the fixers and builders we've got in here. Yes, John.
I've got a galvanized 35-foot Rome steel, it's telescoping. We need to support it somehow, but I've got that.
We'll probably need it.
Yeah. We know that there's a lot of people have stuff that we can use, and we'd be happy. It's just, this is something the club's talked about for a couple of years, so I figured I'd bring it up.
Tom and then Gordy.
Got a 30-foot push-up pole that I just in my garage. I got it. I probably will never use it, but the club could use it. And if you need that for 30 feet.
We may need it, and field day is going to be at the airport, and I don't know if you've been by to see the new pavilion.
It's growing.
It's big, and it's a good place to anchor a nice sloper from, how high is it, about 30 feet up?
50.
I think it's about 25.
25 feet, okay. Gordy.
This is self-serving. I was going through some things in the garage today, and I've got a 40-meter ham stick, MFJ ham stick, mobile antenna. If anybody's interested, I'll sell it right just to a club member. I never used it. I was going to use it mobile, and I moved on to something else. That's when I had the ASA when I went to the ADIS programmable one. So if anybody's interested, have them get in touch with me.
Gotcha. Okay. Now let's go through our checklist. What we're going to do is try to get a name attached to every step here to make sure everything's covered, and so we have a smooth running swap. I have the signs. Who is going to, I think, Lee, did you do that?
Rich and I did them together, and I mentioned it at the last meeting, asked him if he would help me again. I thought he said a yes, but I was hoping he'd be here tonight, but he's not here.
Well, he said he had to be out of town.
Oh, okay.
He gets volunteered.
But he's been doing the signs with me, and then
Right.
we do we're the sign guys. We do them for this club, and we do them for the air show.
Okay, so you know what you're doing. All right. We've got a banner that we like to put out by the road, and I don't have a driver. I've got, you do?
I got a driver and 2 posts.
Can you bring them Friday?
Absolutely.
No.
Do you have the signs with you, or?
I have this, everything is stored now at the airport.
Okay, well, I don't need them tonight.
Right, but I'll have the things I'm responsible there Friday. Is that soon enough?
You mean Friday of the swap?
Friday of this?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Because we'll put them out. We'll put them out like 4 o'clock or so.
Yes, Bob?
Do you need any more T-posts?
How many do you need?
2. We just
No
drive
problem.
them in the ground.
You have 2?
I got 6 or 8.
I have 2. So.
All we need is 2.
Okay.
All right, now I'm not going to put names down, but we talked with Matt, the principal at Mackinac Trail Middle School. And, you know, last year he turned loose a bunch of middle school kids. They did a fantastic job. And he said, I can't guarantee it, but you can pretty much count on I will have at least a dozen kids there. They have track practice. It gets out about 4 o'clock, and he just tells them to come in there and set them up. We still need help because they'll bring them in and set them up, but we need to line them up according to the map. So if we had, the more the merrier, we can be done and get out of there. Bob LHP is a member. He's from down in, where is he from? Southwest?
Glendora.
Glendora. He's a very loyal member. He's been very helpful and donated to the club. He'll be up here Friday night. I think he camps out at one of the state parks. He always likes to have dinner after he's set up. Is there anyone that would be interested, say, around 6 o'clock for a dinner with Bob?
Where are you going?
Lakeside Charlie's.
Chicken strips.
I could probably do that.
I'll probably do it.
I may, it just,
Okay, just know that it's available, and if you're there, we'll all just kind of decide what time to go, and we'll go over there and have a good meal. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, Ray raised his hand.
Yeah, Ray, sorry. You're going to come too? Okay, good. The swap frequency is what, Bob? 5.5?
No, I don't know.
146.55.
It's up on your sign.
Is that the one? I just put that in there. Yeah, no, I just couldn't remember. I put 5.5, but I didn't know if we used 5.2.
so we used 5.5 last year.
Okay.
I think I got that programmed into it.
Yeah, it's programmed into my regular schedule.
I'm bringing the club vests. We have enough for pretty much everyone. We'd like members to wear a vest. It kind of says if anybody's lost, doesn't know what to do, or has a question, they'll come to you. So if you're coming to the swap, grab a vest. We'll have them at the door prize table. All right, who can bring hand carts? Sandy?
Yep,
You said you would?
yep.
We need
always do.
Dan?
I've got 1.
Gordy?
I've got 2 and that still should be there. They got my name and my call sign on it.
Well, they should
They
still
put
be
it in a
there.
closet for
Yeah,
you.
I actually got a really nice hand cart that a guy left.
All you had to do is paint over the name. Yeah. What's that?
Good idea.
Okay, the AED operator for anybody that's got a health emergency is Jordan, right? Yes. Okay.
Oh, I wanted to push the button.
You wanted to do the paddles.
Yeah, clear. Hey,
Clear,
Larry,
yeah.
throw me down there with Jordan for volunteering check-in tables.
Oh, okay. Where are we? Right there. Question mark. VCR.
I'll get with you
Talk in.
guys and
Bob, you gonna talk in?
their
Yes, sir.
pin money and how we want.
Bill, you had a question?
If we
No, I
do
was
in
gonna
hopes,
volunteer
how
to
we.
check in tables like I did last year, but we don't put in for.
We can always use another one.
Okay.
Seriously. Okay, do we need a club table? I think in years past, we have a club table for guys that just want to donate stuff. You don't care about buying a table. How many would donate something for the club table if we had one?
If I don't sell that 40-meter antenna, it'll hit that table.
I've got a couple things I'd put on it. If we only got 2 or 3 things, it's
How
not
much
worth
do you
taking
want
up a
for it?
table.
$30.
Okay.
I paid 90.
My read of the room is we just don't have enough people
Is it a
that want to
hand
donate,
stick?
so no club table will get $12 out of it instead.
Yeah, I don't need that.
All right, we do not have concessions. The band boosters don't want to do it. High schools kind of don't want to do it because it's prom night. And those girls have to get their hair done at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Ray gave me the name and phone number of the lady that runs the Civil Air Patrol. I'm going to call her tonight.
Yeah, we've got some options we're still going to try, but at this point, it makes me nervous because these guys show up expecting their coffee hot at 8 o'clock. And if they see there's no concessions...
It was cold last year.
Yeah, it was cold last year. But we got Civil Air Patrol.
Yeah.
There's possibly some groups from this church that might do it. If you've got any ideas, otherwise, you know, Lee and I have talked about it. We're gonna, if we have to do it ourselves, we will. Because that's kind of an important thing for swaps to have. So we might recruit you to sling hot dogs.
Question over there.
VE testing,
Jordan had a question.
oh, sorry, Jordan?
Just wondering, are there any area food trucks that we could convince?
We had a beat-on one that does the Cams Air Show, and they won't do it unless you have a minimum of 500 people show up.
Who's
Also, what?
Who is it?
I don't know. Somebody that came to the Cams. One of the food trucks. Who was it? Lee or Les talked to him, and they said they wouldn't do it.
Yeah, the problem with a food truck is it's outside, and we tried that one year where they had the food down a hallway, and it didn't work out real well.
Food has to be in the gym. It has to be right there. It can't be down the hall. It can't be in a truck out in the parking lot. It's got to be right inside the gym. So, Lee and I are kind of working on it, but we may ask for help. VE testing, Steve, Gordy, you guys set?
Steve is spearheading, so you talk to him first.
Do you typically need cash for change?
I'll take cash.
Under the table?
Absolutely. So I got John, Gordon, myself, Lee, Dan, and Tim. Who else is a VE here?
We'd like a few more volunteers to help out, because proctoring and one thing or another, it's nice to have extra people around.
Yeah, we just be like little buffers.
Do you have to be extra?
No, you just gotta be a VE.
You have to be a VE.
We'll write Lynn's name down, just to put it on.
I am a VE, but,
Bring your ID.
yeah.
I know my dad will bring his, but he's the only one at this table, so we've had to have somebody watch his stuff.
Yeah. We do kind of like to keep it within the club. We've had people show up kind of wanting to do it, and they ended up creating more problems than they helped. And so,
You're not a club member, we don't, this is a club thing, let's keep it club members.
door prizes in the process. Tom, how we doing?
Excellent. Everything's in order. Everything's set to roll.
Okay, Lee is going to order a $150 gift certificate to DX Engineering. He'll get that to you for the grand prize. I should be receiving the ARRL gift certificates within the next week or two. I'll get those to you as well.
All right.
Front door ticket takers. Brandy and Van? Do you need any help up there?
I don't think so. The only thing that I'm wondering about, and we've always been right at the door, but if we're not having anything in the hallway.
Back it up a little bit.
maybe Try, it's that space. I love the building. I dislike the hallway being separate from everything.
It queues up outside the door.
And it
stuff. It's
queues
a
up
mess.
outside, so
Well,
try.
we're not gonna have anything, we're not gonna have tables down
So
there.
maybe we can open the door and let people actually
And
line
maybe
up.
put the tables kind of
Yeah.
across where they,
Yeah.
so they can't
We
go
always-
any further.
Yeah,
than-
we always
Right.
have, we just kept them outside. Maybe we can do something different. The other thing I was just thinking of is if we are not doing same-day table sales, we want to get that advertised now, please. Because there will be somebody who walks in and asks.
Yeah, well, what we've done on our website, the table reservation form says, once the tables are sold, they're gone. But, yeah, we could probably get an email out to the clubs about that.
Either that or the only thing we can solve is if somebody doesn't show up, a resale, but
Yeah.
we won't know that till day of.
Yeah, but we really do want to hold the line. Once the tables are gone, they're gone. So that's
So
just the way it has to be.
it's always been 400 in the past, so what's the breakdown, I forget?
Breakdown of,
About bills, you up $400.
you've just given me some. Fives and tens to start with, because with $5 at the door, that's what we need change for.
I might have a no.
Let's see. We ran out of tickets last year. And so I'm going to, tomorrow, go to Cadillac Printing and get some more ordered. I'm thinking 1,000 should last us 3 years, maybe.
Two definitely.
Yeah, it'd be nice if it was only 2
Hope
years.
it doesn't, but
Yeah. And I don't even have a copy of a ticket. I'm hoping they have it on file so they can just print it for us.
What is it, generic? Is it a special ticket or?
Yeah, it has a
says Wexaukee.
stub that you peel off that has their email address and
and
call
it's-
sign, stuff like that, so we contact them. And anyway, we need a runner to work with Tom so that when the prizes are announced, the runner can go to the room that's being used for Upper Peninsula,
UPNet.
UPNet. They probably shouldn't come into the testing room to interrupt, but the UPNet always feels like they're left out. So do we have someone that could work with Tom? And he could probably use a little help at that table anyway. Anybody willing to help Tom? Okay, very good.
I can shuffle.
Thanks, Nick.
Yeah, Lynn, we don't want anybody here to test
In fact, we're moving the registration table and stuff outside the room to mitigate the noise because it's gotten so bad.
Yeah, I got a suggestion on, for the people that are in there testing, and they aren't gonna hear the prizes if they bought them. Why not have a little whiteboard outside, Nick can go up and just put down, the guy will have the numbers, he just put the numbers on the board, and then when they're done, they can check.
Who's got a whiteboard they can donate or borrow? Okay, Nick, since you're the runner, bring the whiteboard.
Yep, no problem.
There you go. Brandy's got the Michigan map and the pins. Do you need someone at that map to?
no, it's always just been Brendan.
It's a really cool feature. It really is. Finally, I'll bring the vest for club members. Is there anything we have forgotten?
Last year you talked about what the admission price was and how you were thinking of maybe making it a donation.
Yeah.
Did that ever go anywhere?
No, it didn't. I'd still like to try it. Probably not this year. Did you hear what he said? I brought up the idea last year. What if we just put a bucket out there and said, admission is whatever you put in the bucket. My sense is we'd do better than $5 a person.
I bet we wouldn't.
There will be some people that'll drop $1 in because they like to do that. There's some people that'll drop a 20 in.
honestly, we get people that give us extra and don't want change back.
You know, Lynn, that hams are traditionally cheap.
Brandy would argue with you.
Frugal? Okay, Gordy says frugal.
Brandy
So
would argue
but
with
it won't work.
Brandy would argue with you because there are people that give a $20 bill and they don't want change back. They want it to go to the club.
If just raise the price to $10.
I think maybe not this year.
We won't do anything this year. We'll fight this out later.
The other thing is too, is that there are people who
So what
come
do they
in
charge at the
occasionally
other
who
swap?
have no idea that there's a fee at all, and we are judicious in who we let in and what we ask for, and I mean, when the family came in last year with 4 kids and we're just coming in to check it out. I didn't ask.
Yeah.
Digital communication.
Oh. Well, we'll probably look at both the price next year of a ticket and possibly going to a donation, and that'll be a battle for some other day, not tonight. It's $5.
Do them both.
Yeah, you can do both.
There's no reason we can't have a donation bucket there along with the ticket.
Yeah, I have no problem with watching a donation bucket.
Yeah.
Or
Don't we have a bucket with got a slit on the top of it?
Well, we use that for the tickets for the drawing.
There was a second one, a
Okay.
plastic one that the girls used when they did.
Okay. All right.
That's easy.
Everybody think we should have a donation bucket in addition to, okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All in favor of getting this meeting over with?
I said we put a sign next to it that says, hey, by the way, our antenna is now 300 feet lower and we need money to fix it.
Yeah. Let's make them feel guilty for using our repeater, huh?
Repeater fund, yeah. Repeater donation.
All right, listen, I really hope you can all attend. If you've never been to a swap, it's amazing. And if you're looking for bargains, there's all sorts of stuff you can buy. Just go to Stan's table. You're going to get like 30 years worth of ham radio equipment for cheap. You're going to sell it cheap, right, Stan?
My wife was at the table and then go to, yeah.
She wants it gone.
She doesn't want anything to come home.
All right, as usual, the